In the early 1990s, Brent Foes and his Foes Racing brand rose to prominence in the mountain bike world as one of a collection of Southern California frame builders hand-making high-performance aluminum bike frames for off-road riding. With the rise of carbon fiber as the frame material of choice in high-end mountain bikes, most of his fellow boutique builders in SoCal have moved their manufacturing overseas. But Brent hasn't surrendered his welding torch. At his factory in San Dimas, California, he's still welding up beautiful high-end aluminum frames for all kinds of off-road riding, from fat tire bikes for sand and snow to aggressive downhill and enduro rigs. Now Brent is branching into electric mountain bikes with his new e-ticket full suspension eMTB. You might assume the E in the name stands for electric, and you'd be right. But back in the day, an e-ticket was also what got you on the best thrill rides at Disneyland. Brent has even recreated a Disneyland e-ticket as part of the new ebikes graphics. We recently visited Brent at his factory and went on a quick trail ride to get the lowdown on the new Foes e-ticket.
I mean, for us, we've been building and testing e-bikes for the last, a little over 3 years. Keeping up with the technology is the main thing. The battery's changing so fast, the motors are changing, the sizes. So you always got to be thinking way ahead and figure out, and keeping in touch with the manufacturers that are making the batteries and stuff so we know what's coming up, because we could design something around one battery and by the time it goes in production, it could be obsolete already. So it's changing so rapidly that we just have to keep on top of everything and keep thinking and making sure that, whatever we're building is good for the next year or two, Well, on our regular e-ticket is a mixed wheel, which is a 27.5 in the rear and a 29 in the front. The reason why we did that is because, it's something that we've been playing with for a long time, and the system works. When we build our fat e-ticket, it allows us to use the same front triangle, but just change out the rear swing arms. So somebody could have both bikes without a lot of expense. We've tried all the different brands out there and stuff like that, but we stuck with the Shimano because we've been working with them a long time, and they have good service, and they're easy to work with, and the system works really well. So there really wasn't any reason to sort of branch off to some other type of manufacturer. The step motor works really well, so that's why we stuck with that. We try to, we offer, like on our e-ticket, we're offering it with 3 different builds. So whether you go with the Fox, we supply the e-ticket specific Fox components. The drivetrain is whether it's Shimano specific drive components. DVO suspension, they build their stuff so it works either way. Whatever is e-specific components is what we will spec with our builds. At this time, we're just trying to perfect what we've already designed and built and get that going. There could be some other models down the line, but this e-ticket that we've built right now is, we're just perfecting that right now and pretty much have it all done. So that's actually going in production. And then we're looking at the fat e-ticket, which will be coming out after this one. I should write a lot more than I do. I'm back here burying, always creating stuff and making things. But when I do get out and ride, my favorite bike at the time was the Mixer, because it was just easy to ride and you adapt to it really well. The e-ticket is, just like anything with a pedal assist, helps you get wherever you're going. And if I haven't been riding for a long time and I'm out of shape or whatever, I'll pick up the e-ticket because that thing will get me there and back a lot easier. It's fun. There's a lot of people that don't want to try them or don't want to admit they're fun, but I really enjoy it, and it's a growing part of the market, and as long as we're building frames, we build things that people want. Either the Mixer or the e-ticket are the 2 bikes that I switch back and forth on.